Ready, set, go.
Hello, welcome back to Tiny Bunny. I know I have not, I've not been uploading very often, or at least not as often as I usually do. Been busy, but now that the sort of wave of highlight reels is done, I'm back into recording, and we're getting things done. Last we remember on Tiny Bunny, our little sister has met our strange animal masked friends, who then took us to this ice castle, inside of which seems to be Grandpa Frost himself, who I'm guessing is like an old Russian equivalent of Santa Claus. Is how I'm interpreting it. But yeah, so Grandpa Frost. Get this close for narration distance. Grandpa Frost sat atop a shiny throne. Puffy pom-poms swung atop the two peaks of his hat. A snow-white beard covered his kind smile. He looked just like I imagined him back in the day when I still believed in Mom's fairy tales. Tall, strong, and hairy, radiating frost and warmth at the same time. I don't like the fact that he also seems to be wearing a mask. Is anyone else taking issue with that? Because I am very much taking issue with that. I also don't like the way the white collar is around his head. There's something off-putting about all of this. I also don't like the trickster style hat where it's got the two things, where it kind of makes him look like a bit of a Joker. There's just enough things here that are just not quite right. And his voice, low and syrupy, enveloped me like the smoke of a festive fire. Anton and Oria. You probably got tired while getting here, my dear children. Oh no, Grandpa. We got here really fast. My sister spoke with the castle's master like she never spoke with adults, in a lively, carefree manner, as if they were the same age. Of course, I know all about it. I have a lot of friends. They tell me everything. If you're diligent all year, I will bring you gifts, my dear. If you're lazy and upset, please forgive this kind old man. Candy won't encounter lazy bones and downers. That's a bit of a stretch of a rhyme, but okay. I'm not lazy. This too I know. He gave us a long, evaluating look. I do like this music. I like this music a lot. This is a good piece. His real face was hidden under the Grandpa Frost mask. Yeah, thank you for acknowledging the mask. Thank you for that, because I feel like there's a problem there. I don't like the fact that even for Grandpa Frost, his true identity is being hidden. I was just standing there, unblinking, my gaze glued to the old man. I could accept children living in the forest and fantastical jumps toward the moon, but seeing Grandpa Frost in his frozen castle left me completely speechless. I have something special for you two. A sack appeared in his giant hand. My nostrils got attacked by the aroma of cocoa, halva, and nectarines. Hang on. Glossary, I gotta find out what halva is. A confectionery that originated from Persia, usually consisting of a thick paste made from flour, butter, liquid oil, saffron, rose water, milk, cocoa powder, and sweetened with sugar. That sounds fantastic. That sounds delicious. All of that sounds great. Thank you, but we've already eaten some candy. Grandpa Frost pierced me with his eyes. Or what we could see of his eyes, seeing as they're hidden behind a mask. Oh, you call that candy? That was nothing. My candy is special. Straight from Neverland. Neverland? I'm sorry, are we tying in Peter Pan now? Is that what's going on here? From Neverland? I'd give them to you right away. You clearly deserve them. But rules are rules. You need to solve 3 of Grandpa's riddles. Want to try? Why are riddles? Why are riddles part of this? What? I tried splitting my parched lips apart, but Olya was the first to reply. Of course she is, yeah. Yeah. Here comes the first one. It's a home for cars and all sorts of tires. I looked around at the masked children. They stood without moving in the corners. Their shadows danced on the walls. Yeah, what are they doing over there? The frick are you guys doing over there? I heard a low hum, and in my confusion, I thought it was the sound of their rumbling stomachs. A garage! Correct. It's a weirdly modern answer for a riddle for you, Grandpa, there. Now on to the second one. You try to solve it too, Anton. All day long, to the shadows they belong. They rattle the plates and hiss at their mates. My eyebrows shot up in confusion. Moms? Olya raised her hand. Can I? It's a kitty. Correct. Oh. Here's the last one. Solve it and the gifts are yours. You just sort of... I'm sorry, are we just gonna gloss over Anton's extremely angsty reply? We're just gonna not respond to that? Oh, but what a stroke of bad luck, my dear children. I completely forgot what that riddle was about. Maybe our little animal friends can help us? Or can they? Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Children in costumes surrounded us, laughing and stomping, only to start spinning in a crazed roundelay. Then that somewhat reminded me of the dance under my window on that fateful night. Grandpa Frost sits on his throne at the kids he's smiling back. Please don't make them wait too long. Come and open your old sack. Sack. There you go. Grandpa Frost burst out laughing, satisfied. Nice. Okay, you proved yourself to this old man. Here you go. He scattered a mountain of sweets from his scarlet sack, some of which I had never even seen in commercials before. Bubblegum of all shapes and colors with tasty aromas and inserts sticking out. Lollipops the size of a fist and tangerines the size of Olya's head. Is that what that was? Oh, there's an honest to gosh Kinder Surprise right there. Snickers. Or no, it's a Spickers. Okay. Milky Way, Twixie. Oh, Twixie. Okay. Wilkie May is what those are. I see. There's a Bounty Bar back there. Mars Bar. Nice to see this. I mean, I know this is a Russian game, but Mars Bars are also found in Canada. Nice. And Kinder Surprise are also no longer found in the States. And also Snickers, Mars, Bounty Bars, and Kinder Surprise eggs that we haven't eaten for so long already. What? Excuse me. Wow, thank you. I wiped away the tears of joy with my sleeve when my inner voice persuaded me to get rid of all doubts. This is exactly what I wanted for my sister and myself. Ah, this is nice. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of dark, sinister twist behind all of this, but for now we can be happy. The true Neverland, without bullying and taboos. We're finally going to be happy. Where are we? Grandpa Frost straightened up as he left his throne and threw his hands in the air over the trees. Oh, geez. Animals that stood to his sides also raised their paws. I don't like this. I don't like... Their eyes sparkled brighter than precious gems. The wolf's maw was wet with saliva. Yeah, I see that, and I don't much care for it. Don't much like that. Feast, my children. Okay. Oh, wow, they really are feasting. Okay. Animal kids rushed to devour candy one by one, pushing each other and growling. Their faces were smeared with something dark. It's probably the chocolate? It's probably the chocolate. Olya grabbed the closest candy and tore off the wrapper. Yeah, I'll accept. Yeah, ooh, we're in color now. Nice. I fished out the most tasty-looking candy from the pile of sweets on the floor. They then took a bite. Milk chocolate melted in my mouth. Oh yeah, that looks like a Mars bar. I applaud your bold decision. Now it's time for you to play. The color doesn't make him look even any less concerning. Oh, excuse me, what is... I will grant your deepest wishes. Let me lighten up your day. Oh yeah, you got a little bit of, a bit of, it's okay. Anton, look. My sister's face was smeared in chocolate, and I was about to reprimand her, but words got stuck in my throat. Why is everything shaking? What is, this is a lot. A giant spruce shot toward the stars and disappeared somewhere in outer space, crowned by a giant moon. I'm sorry, what happened? What? Giant balls shine on its branches. Garlands of lights gleamed with all the colors of the rainbow. This music is also like, it's just enough in the minor key that I'm still very unsettled. The roof disappeared and myriads of constellations sprawled on the night sky above us. Oh, good, it's got like a hypnotizing effect. Music, laughter, the smell of evergreen and sweets. I don't like this sound. I don't like that sound. And Teddy, Wolfie, and Hootie dancing beside us. And the snowflakes floating backward. Ah yes, the snowflakes floating backward. Right, can't forget about that. I burst out laughing, touched the bushy golden tinsel. It was all real. Is it? Is it? You're literally talking to Santa Claus, my boy. I don't know. Is that it? What are you talking about are you talking about Neverland by any chance? Is this Neverland? Elisa performed a theatric bow. Excuse me. Christmas balls gleamed and shimmered, and my soul shimmered in unison with them. You don't have to say in unison and with them. You can just say either in unison or with them. Just a quick little writing tip there. I was becoming the magic winter forest, the soft evergreen, all of the constellations at the same time. Welcome home. This is where my home always was. The snow sparkled, almost blinding me. Olya started spinning in a dance. She grabbed a candy with each of her hands. Okay, there's some sort of hypnotizing effect going on here that I am still picking up on. Wolfie juggled Kinder Surprise eggs. Very good, very impressive. I see that. Did you see that? Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Consoles, handheld games, dolls, and Transformer figures lay under the spruce as if they were brought here by trucks. Is this for us? I realized I was also dancing, so I replied while moving. It's a bit too much for just the two of us. I'd share it with somebody. And what do you think? Only if it's somebody nice. A group of children stood at the edge of the woods, their enchanted gazes directed at our celebration. Or maybe they think we're going nuts because there's nothing actually happening here. Hey! I jumped across the whole clearing and glided to the ground near them. Did that actually happen? Did that actually happen?
Wanna come to us?
Oh, who are these kids? Can we?
Of course.
The kids took each other by the hand. I led their procession toward the gifts. What the frick is happening right now? What? There was no better feeling than leading someone on the road to their dreams. Unless this is in fact a dream. Like, Anton is literally getting everything he could ever want. Except for that whole relationship with Polina thing. I feel like as soon as, if she shows up, then I know that something's amiss. The holiday party was finally in full swing. Something's already amiss. But that would be too specific for it to be real. In every holiday, just like in a beautiful apple, always sat a nasty little worm called transience. What do you mean? What is that sentence supposed to mean? Yet here, under the bristly paws of... Elisa, calm down. Under the bristly paws of magnificent spruce, holidays never ended. Ah, yes. Always Christmas and never winter, I guess? Are you happy, Tasha?
I am.
Up in the sky, majestic fireworks went off, illuminating the dancing figures. This is a very expensive production, if I do say so myself. My eyes wetted, my muscles sprung up. I tilted my head backward to look at the moon and screamed at the top of my lungs from overflowing emotion. Are you happy, Bunny? Yes, I would dare say I probably am. I jumped towards the stars and did a flip. Nice. Sick. All of Neverland could hear my scream.
I am happy.
That's good. That's good. Hopefully, at least some of this might have been real. No. For the first time in the long days I'd spent in the new house, I woke up with a smile on my face. I'm pretty sure that was a dream. I'm fairly certain that was a dream. This time, happiness had a tight grip on me. I stretched, enjoying the sweet sensation with every cell of my body. Great, but now that we're home, how's this gonna get messed up? Outside, I could hear the joyful chirping of beautiful red-chested bullfinches who celebrated the bright January sun. Ah, yes, I love myself a good red-chested bullfinch. Their chirping granted me hope that the naked forest outside my window would someday turn into a lush paradise for my parents and my little sister. The corridor was filled with dog barks and the patter of tiny feet. Okay, sure. The door to my bedroom flew open, greeting me with a warm breeze and the aroma of freshly made coffee. Is that panting? Did we get a dog? I can't remember if we had a dog already. This is a new... I feel like, okay, I guess we already had a dog. I can't remember us having a dog, but maybe we already had a dog. Olya stood in the doorway, shining with happiness, holding the cute Julka, who wheeled both her body and her tail. Look, Tosha, look! Papa said she can stay. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is a new dog. Nice. Tears of joy formed in my little sister's eyes. I have my own dog now. Well, that's good. I mean, as long as we're able to take care of it. Couldn't help but jump up from bed upon hearing this wonderful news. That's Julka. Julka? No, her name is Princess. Princess. Right, Your Highness? I will say I like Julka a little bit more than Princess. Princess is a little too generic. The dog barked in agreement. All right, fair enough. Not gonna argue with the dog. Oh. Knock, knock. Can I come in? Wow, the parents. Here they are. Something's not right here. They are in way too good of a mood. Both of them are in way too good of a mood right now. Something is wrong. I don't like the fact that everything seems to be going right as a sign that something's wrong, but like, it's Tiny Bunny. This ain't about good times. To my complete surprise, Dad stepped through the doorway, smiling and hugging Mom, which was outright bizarre. I'm glad we agree on this. What do you think of our new family member? This idiot threw herself under my car. I barely avoided her. I got my car scratched. Thought I'd choke her with my own 2 hands. Alright, I don't know if you needed to say that out loud, Dad, but alright. Then I looked her in the eye and there I saw, how should I put it? Intelligence. Yeah, and the poor thing was shaking all over. And then I said, alright, if you manage to make it home without soiling my seats, I'll let you stay. Princesses can't soil anything. Well, you're about to learn that they can. We laughed in unison, just like in the good old days, when every little thing could easily make us burst out laughing. Did you have those days? Okay. Well, why did you stop? Continue with your stories. Mom gave Dad a cunning look, and he turned away, red as a beet. They were acting like total kids. There's more good news. Your dad got a promotion. I shouldn't exactly be happy about it, since the chief accountant went missing and all. What? He what? He what did he do? What? What was that about missing? But, you know, for us it's a silver lining. I guess. Okay. Does that mean you'll be away from home more? That means double the bonuses. That's right, Karina. Which means you all should prepare for a family trip next week. Nice. Okay. This is good, I guess. My heart excuse me. My heart started beating faster after those words. Where? Olya even loosened her grip on the stray. Oh, are we going to McDonald's? I don't think you don't do a whole week vacation at McDonald's, Olya. We might stop there, but that's not all right. Come on, Olya. Aim higher. We've been planning this trip for a long time, but something always messed it up. This time we're going to Arby's. It's not me promoting Arby's. It's the joke that it's whatever. We're so sorry about that, kids. Mom wiped away a tear with her fist. Why with your fist? It's okay, Karina. Now it's all in the past. Anyway, gather your things. We're flying to Disneyland. Something's amiss. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I can feel it in my bones. My sister and I jumped up to the ceiling with joy. The dog also got excited from that passionate speech and joined us. Hooray! Or hurrah, I guess is how they say it. Nice. Nice. Just two kids with thick Russian accents screaming out Disneyland. That's adorable. Our jubilant screams filled the house, rushed through the attic and the drain pipes, flew across the front yard and sneaked into the shining white forest, taking the scary D word away with it. Dishes. I swore that I'll remember this day forever. The day when my parents finally dropped their derisive masks and underneath them were the faces of parents we always knew and loved. Okay. But this is... Alright. Lilia Pavlovna still hadn't returned to school after Katya went missing. So today I was able to get a good night's sleep and went to school when it was already bright outside. Okay. The trail led to a snow-white plain with blackened houses in the background. They pumped out gray smoke that carried the smell of birch and pine logs. The freezing cold of the night had finally let up. It fell into slumber under the early under the early sunlight. There we go. Ice sparkles appeared on the white caps atop the houses. I stopped, confident that nobody could spoil my good mood today. We're setting up for so much disappointment. We're setting up for so many things to go wrong here. There's so much, nothing could stop me now, which is a direct invitation for something to stop us now. Not even my personal tormentor, Pyatofanov, or his nasty crony Biasha. Not even the shining knife that threatened to cut me up like a dead fish. Not even the mix of disdain and pity in Polina's rare glances. All of that was left in the past, forgotten like a bad dream. Okay, but that's still stuff you should probably work through, because you had no right to feel disdain or pity in Polina's rare glances. I don't think you needed that. All of that was gone forever. A cow let out a long moo somewhere in the distance, so you really know that things are going well. I fell out of my fleeting daydream and walked forward, crunching with the snow blanket under my soles. Fluffy clouds floated above my head. I recognized the friendly shapes of animal kids in them. Oh, excuse me. Suddenly, a snowball landed on the back of my head. Girlish laughter that reminded me of a small ringing bell in the spring breeze tickled my ears. Oh, it's Polina, isn't it? I turned around expecting to see her, my lovely guide into the dream world, my dear Elisa. Nah, it's Polina. Yet instead of a fox girl, Polina stood on the trodden path behind me, with her faithful violin case in hand. Oh, right, that's where we met the dog. Because we met the dog, and then Polina was strangely, like, very dog-phobic. I suppose you would say. She was very impressed by the dog, and so that was some weird vibes. Right. Got your head in the clouds again, huh, Petra? She lunged at me with contagious laughter, locking her arms around my neck. I just stood there in awe, drowning in the sweet aroma of her perfume.
Did something happen?
She flashed an embarrassed smile. I saw her cornflower-colored eyes gleam. My grandpa, he can walk again. Can you believe it? I'm sorry, why are so many things going well? Why are so many things going well? Like, I don't wanna be like a friggin' Debbie Downer over here, but like, this is a horror game. This many good things should not be happening. Or at least not without a catch. The local doctor had no faith in him, but it's like he stood up and started walking just to spite him. Oh, this is the happiest day of my life, Anton. She dug her face deep into my chest, tightened her grip on my neck as if I was more than just a friend to her. I started looking around, anxious.
Polina, somebody could see us.
What? Are you worried about Pyatofanov? Then you're worried for nothing. He has not been seen for a while. Right, yeah, didn't we see the missing poster? I guess that is that sort of underlying sinister layer, is that there are a bunch of people going missing. Right? And just not coming back. Like, there's that underlying element of, like, people are disappearing, and that is a problem. But now we're getting distracted by all of these good things that are happening. I cautiously parted with Polina, trying to understand whether it was some sort of prank or the truth. Wait, you don't believe me? That officer, Lieutenant Tikhonov, came into our house just last night. He said that Byasha, along with his buddy Romka, went missing. Oh, all three of them are missing now. All three of them are missing. That is... Okay, that's a lot. A group of skiers glided past us, straight into the forest. Polina leaned into my ear, sharing her whisper with me, her eyes still locked on the skiers. As far as I know, Tikhonov suspects that all the previous cases were Pyotr Ivanov's fault. Why is that? What was that? Why was that the conclusion?
No way.
I was shocked myself. There are rumors that Romka, well, went off the deep end. I mean, I'm not exactly surprised to hear that.
What do you mean?
Haven't you heard? He's from a very troubled family. I mean, so are we. We're from a pretty troubled family, I'd say, up until this morning at least. I don't even want to imagine what had been going on in their home. Romka always seemed excessively aggressive to me, always angry at everyone without a good reason. So it stands to reason that he'd be having a rough time at home. Now, the darkness that he harbored within overflowed into the outside world and led multiple small innocent souls to their demise, as well as his own. Right. That's a theory, I guess. It was hard to believe, but the first time I laid my eyes on Romka, I thought that things would end this way. Okay, well, that's just you justifying your own judgment of this guy. Let's move or we're gonna be late. Polina grabbed my hand and started running along the village road, accompanied by joyful laughter. With every step, every laugh, and every joke, the warmth I thought I'd forgotten and enveloped my heart more and more. The all-consuming feeling of falling in love came back to me, this time for good, it seemed. Okay, alright. You're gonna have to settle on either Polina or Elisa at some point, I think. I'm pretty sure. I tried letting go of Polina's hand near the classroom entrance, embarrassed that her classmates might taunt us. They might, but also all of the classmates that would be taunting you openly have mysteriously gone missing. So, I don't know if we need to worry about that right now. But it was as if Polina didn't care at all. She only gripped my palm even harder while opening the door. And she was right. Now that the cunning Katya, the heartless Romka, and the sneering Vyasha were gone, our class looked as if it was sanitized from parasites. It became friendlier and kinder. That's a sketchy way of putting things, but okay. I didn't get looks overflowing with hatred anymore. There was nobody to spit a ball of chewed paper at me through an empty shell of a ball pen. Is that what people use? You don't just grab a straw? Empty shell of a ball pen. Interesting. I sat at my lonely desk when Polina joined me. I wasn't surprised at all. She was so charming that I could call her my muse. Okay, sure. You could call her that. A wave of inspiration hit me, and I couldn't help but pull my sketchbook out of my bag. Okay. I licked the pencil lead. Don't do that. Don't just lick lead. Don't lick lead. feel like that should go without saying, but I guess we're licking the pencil lead. My eyes glued to my model. She smiled at me again. What's on your mind?
No worries. Professional at work here.
Nice. Okay, strong work so far. Strong start. I drafted the shapes of her mesmerizing figure. Okay, good stuff. Nice.
You know, I've watched you from here often.
She glanced at her former desk, then fixed a strand of her hair behind her ear in embarrassment. Really? I outlined her cute cheeks with multiple wide lines. Nice. Okay, looking good. It was the first time I was able to grasp somebody's proportions so precisely.
Polina?
Yes, Anton? She froze in place, afraid of disrupting my work with one wrong move and dispelling the magic of the moment. Seems like we might be dispelling it in a moment here already, because we're building up to something. Okay, nice.
Lean here a bit more, please. Yes, like this. Good.
Okay. Choking from anxiousness, Polina loosened the knot on her neckerchief. Okay, sure. Do what you gotta do.
I always wanted to draw you.
Saying you haven't done that already before? Our eyes met. I mean, our eyes have been meeting for like the last minute or so at least. Oh, Anton. My pencil slid across the paper furiously, adding the shading to her chest. Okay, nice. Good work. This is looking good so far.
Say, would you like to become the main heroine in my comic?
Alright. Alright. Interesting proposal. Pleasant shivers ran across her body. She rolled her eyes back, enraptured. Okay. Yes, yes. I've been waiting for you to ask, darling. What? You've been specifically waiting for me to ask you to be the main character in my comic? That's what you've been waiting for me to ask? Okay, feel like, if anything, you may have been waiting for me to ask about something else, but okay, alright. Take it from here. The lead couldn't endure all of the tension and cracked, bursting into a million tiny pieces. Well, yeah, that'll happen. I couldn't believe... Oh, Mr. Hyde, you became... Oh, okay. Couldn't believe my eyes when I looked at the drawing. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? I was looking at a terrible daub. In the place where Polina's face was just a second ago, now rested some sort of formless mess. That just happened from a pencil breaking? It took me some time to realize that I was sitting alone in an empty classroom. With only the specks of dust flying in the moonlight as my company. It was dark outside. My classmates, Polina, the feeling of euphoria, all of them were gone. Somebody wrote down a nursery rhyme on the blackboard with a piece of chalk, but some of the words were wiped out, and I could only read bits and pieces. 1, 2, bunny, meat. I was no longer smirking like an idiot. I stood up, pinched myself on the wrist. A ringing silence engulfed me. There was a taste of vomit in my mouth, and my ears buzzed like from an endless stream, full of despair and horror. Why is this like this? Why is this the way that it is?
Hey, is there anybody out here?
Why is the school like this? Shadows swarmed in the corridor. I walked past boarded up classrooms, past the rotten spots on the walls and silvery cobwebs. Oh, everyone's gone. Every single person in the school is gone. Spiders crawled under the ceiling. Lamps flickered anxiously. Even the teachers are gone. This is a lot of headshots. There's a lot of real people around the sides here. Are these all the just different developers or something? That's charming. I like that. That's quite cool. I stopped before the notice board, stunned. Hundreds of new photos were added to those of Semyon and Katya. Black and white printouts were glued on top of each other. The horrific collage of childish faces stared at me with empty eye sockets. Not just childish faces, the teachers in here, there's some just grown adults in here. There's a whole spread. That guy's got freaking facial hair. That's not a childish face. Unable to endure the torturing stares of those watchful, gaping holes, I ran out of the school. Yeah, so that was a lot. Oh, there's more. I crossed the front yard and reached the road where the wind was whipping up powdery snow. What the frick is happening right now? What the frick is happening right now? No people, no cars, no birds. Low clouds got stuck on chimneys. Windows that looked like they were painted over with ink. Photos of missing people enveloped lampposts and fences like a paper skin. He does like to use the word envelop as a verb quite a bit. Not an envelope, but an envelop. Envelop. To envelop something. Mostly kids, but some adults too. A It felt like all the people who once lived in this village now became black and white ghosts in the photos with a person missing label. I dragged my feet forward along the dead street. Some houses had their windows smashed. The wind made itself at home there, wandering the rooms. Every gust made the front doors swing. Kids' coats hung from the fences, their sleeves moved, stretched out toward me. An empty village, an empty husk. What happened here? I don't frickin' know, man. I don't frickin' know. This is bad. An overthrown waste bin rumbled across the back alley. Whoop, excuse me. What was that? Oh, I ran away from its sooty facade. Then I heard a guttural roar coming from the well. That's not what you want to hear coming from a well or anywhere else in particular. I don't want to hear guttural roars coming from anywhere. I started walking faster, trying not to pay any mind to the darkness inside the front yards, inside the bloody dog houses, inside the crooked shacks. I'm sorry, did you say bloody dog houses? You just gonna brush over that? The moon appeared from under the clouds. Something flew over my head in this draining silence. Ooh, excuse me. As if a crop duster flew from one roof to another, a huge shadow loomed over me. I rushed to the right, hoping that I wasn't noticed. Okay. A small green house in front of me was my shelter. Are we going in? I pushed the gate, crouched, and scampered toward the porch. Okay, we're just going in. I tugged at the doorknob. The front door was open. Oh no. Oh no. No. I don't, nope, nope, this is bad. No, don't want none of this. I don't want any of this. I didn't want this. A wheelchair rolled out of the darkness, almost hitting me, tumbled down the stairs, clanging with its wheels, and stopped near an apple tree. I followed it with round eyes, then turned my gaze inside the house again. The corridor was obscured by the dark. Empty frames on the walls, glass shards on the floor. Is there anybody here? There better not be at this point. Oh, but okay, good. I heard growling in reply. Great, good, that's what we want to hear. At times like, oh, Jesus. What the From around the corner at the end of the corridor, a furry paw appeared, and after it, a scary beast face with a pair of burning eyes. You're gonna call that a paw? Those are practically talons. That's practically a bird foot. Hello? Oh, a huge overweight beast. Well, it doesn't seem overweight, it just seems large. Crawled out on its belly, writhing like a snake. It could barely fit inside the corridor's mouth. It squeezed forward, clawing at the floorboards. Oh, geez, its maws clanged like a bear trap inches away from my face. Christ! That's very alarming. The beast got stuck. Oh, geez, what the frick am I looking at? Am I in frickin' Bloodborne or what? It banged its paws on the walls, spitting saliva in every direction. What is happening? I turned around. I needed to get the hell out of this nightmare. Yeah, no shit. Oh boy, a hunchback owl, bigger than the average human, landed near the front gate and stood in my way. Its beak kept on clicking. Great, so now, okay, so we got a wolf. We got an owl. Are we gonna meet a fox? Are we gonna meet a fox or a bear? We're 2 for 4. Oh, a snow pile bulged nearby and something reminiscent of a giant shrew crawled to the outside. I don't know what shrew you're picking up from, because that thing's got like insect legs. That's not great. I fell to my knees as if praying to these eldritch creatures. That's an accurate description. A figure draped in a dirty fox scalp crawled out of a dark hole, smiling with all its teeth. Okay, so there's the fox. Elisa? Elisa, are you pulling some silliness? Oh, no. Its tail dragged after it, just a piece of vertebrae laced in torn sinews. Elisa, you've looked better, I will say that. This is not a good look for you. Jeez. Okay, but I will say, just like disconnecting myself from how creepy this is awesome. This is so cool. This freaking the creature design, this whole turn that's happened. Mwah, mwah. Chef's kiss. Amazing. Keep going with this. Very nice. Oh my gosh, look at these guys. The gang's all here. I love it. The creatures' bodies became extremely distorted, and I decided I was going insane. That's a safe conclusion to arrive at. Look at these things. Look at them. Look at this. They seemed so small to me one moment, as small as a child, only to stretch higher than any of the desolate houses the next. Man-eating creatures towered over me. Something kept on writhing in their stomachs as if looking for a way out. I didn't need to know about that. I didn't need to know that detail. But I guess I did. The longer they stared at me, the wider their twisted smiles, their death masks became. We had such a long feast. The mutilated fox taxidermy mount licked its lips. It is Elisa in there. Isn't that great? Isn't that so good? What do you got to say for us, Elisa? Tell the people what you want to say. Oh, its tongue looked like a black centipede, longer than my forearm. Okay, good. Thank you for mentioning that. Good. The nasty insect ran between the razor-sharp teeth and dropped into the bottomless pit that could swallow the whole world.
Hoot hoot! Sweet meat, juicy meat.
Oh, is this bear?
We devour it and we won't stop.
There was nothing human about their speech, as best as I could make it. It was all just animalistic growls and bird-like whizzes. But I was able to understand every word as if we were speaking the same language. Great.
It's a shame you couldn't catch up with us, buddy. You couldn't bite the moon.
You stole my food, traitors! Whoa, what is happening to us?
You refused to eat your family, remember?
I'm sorry, what? Why was eating our family a part of the deal? Why was that a thing that needed to happen? But
pathetic meat, worthless meat.
I'm trying my best here. This is difficult.
You are
Wait.
You are absolutely useless, brother. You make me sick.
That one I cannot keep doing for a while. Oh. Okay. Indescribable horror gripped me when the laughing beasts held their clawed paws toward me. Then suddenly, the thing that pretended to be a fox started barking loudly. Isn't that great?
Fools, it's time. It's time to bring the treats. Let him fulfill his mission. He'll be waiting for some meat from you tomorrow night, or else.
Ooh, boy.
or else we'll eat your entire family.
Okay, so either I have to eat the entire family or they will. The monsters formed a circle around me and started dancing. Great, I'm glad they're having such a good time right now. I screamed. That's reasonable. Huge eyes. Ooh, we in the club. Huge eyes, fangs, claws flashed in front of me, blurring into a string of colorful spots and smudges.
1, 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. 6 on end, the wolf's gray fur will stand. 7, 8, stomp your hooves and wait.
Okay, so those have been the names of the chapters. A fox face protruded from the fuzzy lights that the beastly carcasses turned into.
For the fox and the bear.
Bunny Tasty Muse? Or wait. No, this is still the weird fox.
Bunny Tasty Muse, prepare.
Okay. A desperate cry, my cry, rumbled across the back streets of the desolate village. Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot for a kid to deal with. This is coming from a kid that's had to deal with a lot. This is a lot. I will prepare. Great. The circle broke up, and I ran for my life. Smart choice, kid. I felt like I was running into a snare trap. My head was splitting. Ugly images danced inside it, colliding, falling over, getting up, and dancing again. Why is the text shaking? Why is the text shaking?
1, 2.
They flapped their wings, poked my face with their beaks and their salivating maws. Why is the text shaking?
3, 4, 5.
They howled and jumped around, and my eardrums were ready to pop, either from their screams or from the internal pressure that fractured my skull from within.
Slacks.
My winter hat obscured my vision, and it seemed like the whole sky tilted, like a roof that's about to collapse.
7, 8.
Snow crumbled from the sky like plaster. Okay, but this music still goes. This freaking slaps. This is great. I ran through the empty streets, through the icy world, chased by a pack of beasts. Yet I couldn't see anybody when I turned around. I shut my eyes and hopped away from their ritual dance that went on inside my flared-up mind. This is rough to read. This is a challenge to read at this point. I squeezed my ears with my palms to suppress the noise. It's very impressive that they worked this in with the shaky text and whatnot. I just wanted to stop my head from cracking open. Okay. So, what the hell was that? What was all of that? All right. Fine. We're gonna keep moving here. The sunrise found me deep inside the forest. Oh, that's the end of episode 4. Okay. We're deeply grateful for everyone who purchased the game in early access. All the profits will go toward further development of the game. Great. Oh my gosh. That was so cool. Okay. Great. That was so cool. Well, I guess that's the end. I had started a new video, but I guess I'm just gonna tack this onto the last one. So thank you for watching. What a chapter that was. Jeez. Okay, well, that was episode 4 of Tiny Bunny. Things are really picking up here. I don't know what the Christmas party was all about. I don't know what that nightmare version of the village was all about, but we have now been told that if we don't eat our family, those things will. So that's a nice heightening of the stakes, I guess, and we'll see where that goes in the next episode when that comes out, which I'm very excited for. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have theories as to what's going to happen, what's been happening, let me know in the comments. That's also where you can put any suggestions for other horror games or horror visual novels that you'd like to see me go through. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, this is a good time to do that. As well as ring the bell. You can buy merch. You can go to my Ko-Fi. The links to that is all in the description. And yeah, go support this developer because they're making good stuff. So thank you so much. I'll see you later.